Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Soo, your East Oakland advocate. Well, today what I want to talk about is how did I create the food pantry? A lot of folks been asking, well, how do you set one of those up? How do you get food? How do you get donations? Well, let me tell you, it's quite a chore because if you go in as an individual, not as a 501c3 or a foundation, uh, the stores really won't talk to you. Uh, and so, what is needed, what what has happened in the past is that number one, I promoted my encampment, uh, the public relations portion. If you go back to my early videos with the encampment, I talk about a lot of the things that form the foundation of the community, the the core of the group, and that either attracts a lot of people or it repels people. And so I work to make the community very attractive to folks. And then that brings in 501c3s, the NGOs, non-government organizations, to bring in the help to the homeless. And most cities have a 501c3 that works with the homeless, and those are the ones that can contact a lot of the stores and things for donations. And the reason why uh, the businesses support donating a lot of these the food products is because number one, uh, they're going to throw those food items in the garbage, and so it's a complete loss to them, and it hurts a business. And so our government has allowed, they have a clause that uh, if they donate these food items that they were going to throw away or discard anyway, they are allowed to write off the entire value of what they donate. And so it becomes a benefit to a store like Safeway or um, Lucky's or any grocery store. Those are some of the big ones here in the Alameda County and the Bay Area. Those are some of the major chains, but there are also a lot of smaller chains and grocery stores that are in the same situation. And it's up to the 501c3 or the foundation to create a relationship, a partnership with these grocery stores that have these products that are going to be thrown away anyway. And approaching the grocery stores, uh, you have to be very professional, dress well, articulate your message uh, um, very cleanly, and the results are very good. And so that's what I did because I have a foundation, a family foundation. And how do you set up? Well, a lot of you know that uh, back in 2022, I was a confidential informant, which took down uh, one of the biggest cannabis grow operations in Oakland's history. And we shut down 11 uh, illegal cannabis grows. And every one of them had cash on hand. And so my reward was 10% of the cash that was uh, confiscated in these illegal operations. And so that money, those monies that I received from being the confidential informant, became the money for my family foundation. And the family foundation, uh, the difference between a foundation and a 501c3, here's the big difference. A foundation does not go looking for money. It has its own money. It can look for money, but it has its own source. And that's what I have. And in the Family Foundation, not only do we have a very large pool of money to work with, but also the interest that we draw on that on an annual basis. The interest alone is $400,000. That's the interest that I accumulate annually for my foundation. And that money goes to help the homeless. And that's what I've laid out in the instructions. And so even after I pass on my wishes and the money in the foundation, and the foundation will continue. The money will keep the doors open of the foundation. It pays all the bills. And that's the big difference. There's the biggest difference between the foundation is that it is self-funding. It has its own money and its own budgets and its own causes. But they can also fund requests or needs by a 501c3. A 501c3 does not have funding of its own. It always has to look for funding. That's the major difference. A foundation is able to handle a lot more than a 501c3. And my family foundation, we have a very large pool of money at this time. And so right now, what we also have in the foundation, we have secured a 20-acre property from Caltrans, and that is also protected and supervised and managed in the foundation, because we have a community land trust person who oversees that, and that's their sole job, is to oversee land trusts that are under the purview of my foundation. And so we have a 50-year contract on that particular property. We want to develop that, but right now we have roadblocks by Alameda County supervisors, or in my case, what I call them, stupidvisors. And I use that word to their face. Because they flat out don't want to have a permanent settlement here in Alameda County, and especially Oakland. And even with not needing their real big we do need their big support, because we want the money from Measure W to develop the property as much as possible, rather than using the foundation funds. The foundation funds is what will keep the doors open of the site, and that helps provide the continuum of care in the medical services, helps provide the buildings, helps with medical, with mental health, with addiction. And so the foundation covers a lot of different aspects of homelessness. And it's a very extensive and complete program. And it's for long-term use. And so that's one of the plans, and like I said, and that's a foundation. The foundation, again, like I said, is self-sufficient, has its own funding, and um, does not have to go out every year or every week or every month to bring in new donors. We don't need that. That's the difference between a foundation and a 501c3. But a 501c3 is also able to go and approach many businesses looking for donors. And I go to the managers, assistant managers, and the district managers of these grocery stores, create a meeting, create a partnership, a friendship also. And then the only other aspect of collecting the food that are donated by these entities, like Safeway, like Lucky's, like Rainbow Markets, and other markets that you come in contact with. Uh, it's a long-term relationship, and it's beneficial for both parties. So it's a win-win for everybody. The grocery store wins because they get to write off all of those products as a donation to a charity. And that's what a foundation and that's what 501c3 are. They're charities. And so they don't sell these items. They simply hand them in a donate to these homeless encampments and other causes. So that's the difference, and so hopefully that helps clear up the differences between a foundation and a 501c3. Both are NGOs, non-government organizations and charities. Uh, some organizations and foundations are extremely well funded, like mine, because I did not take a penny out of the reward money that I got as a confidential informant. I put it all into the foundation, and so the foundation takes care of any taxes that are applied to those monies. I'm not held responsible for that because I didn't receive the money. The money went into the the foundation, and my foundation has its own bookkeepers, and it has regular auditing. So these are all highly regulated entities, and in order to get started, you need to have a good foundation as to what your goals are for your NGO, and what their plan is, and then you have to find out or figure out the funding, because if you're a 501c3, you're always competing and looking for donors, new donors. Whereas with a foundation like mine, we're not looking for donors. In fact, we don't go shopping and looking for donors other than those that are for food. The food aspect is what we look at. We also entertain other goods such as tents and fire extinguishers and water cannons to help deal with fires. So there's a lot of things that my foundation helps support the encampments with. And so that's what actually helps pay for and produce the Rangers Community Pantry, and that's how we get food. We have several churches that also donate to us, but also I contact major grocery stores and corporations for food donations and create a business partnership, which is beneficial for not only myself, for them, and for those that are receiving the goods that are donated. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.